Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're here, you're probably like me, always looking for ways to make your financial life smoother, right? Today we're diving into something super practical, how to add Community State Bank, that's csbtx.bank, to Plaid. Now, if you're scratching your head wondering what Plaid even is, don't worry, I'll break it all down. This is going to be your ultimate guide, packed with tips, tricks, and maybe a funny story or two to keep things lively. By the end of this, you'll be a pro at linking your bank to all those apps that make budgeting, investing, and even getting paid easier. Let's jump in. First off, let's talk about what Plaid is and why you'd want to add a bank like Community State Bank to it. Plaid is this awesome financial tech company that acts like a bridge between your bank account and tons of apps. Think Venmo, Acorns, Robinhood, or even your favorite budgeting tool like Mint. It securely connects everything so you can transfer money, check balances, or verify your identity without handing over your login details directly. It's like the middleman that keeps things safe and speedy. Now, Community State Bank, or csbtx as it's often called, is a solid Texas-based bank with great services for personal and business banking. If you bank there, adding it to Plaid opens up a world of possibilities. But here's the thing. Not every bank is automatically supported, so sometimes you gotta know the steps to make it happen. All right, before we get into the nitty-gritty, a quick disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't official advice from Plaid or the bank. Always double-check with them for the latest info and make sure you're using secure connections. Safety first, folks. Now let's assume you're a user trying to link your csbtx account through an app that uses Plaid. That's the most common scenario. If you're a developer building an app, we'll touch on that later, but for now, let's focus on the everyday user. Step 1. Pick the app you want to connect. Say you want to link your bank to something like Cash App or Betterment. Open that app on your phone or computer and look for the section where you add a bank account. It's usually under Settings, Payments, or Profile. Once you're there, you'll see an option to link bank or add account. Tap that and boom, Plaid's interface should pop up. It's that familiar screen where you search for your bank. Now here's where csbtx comes in. In the Plaid search bar, type in Community State Bank or csbtx. If it doesn't show up right away, try variations like Community State Bank Texas or just CSB. Plaid's database is huge, but sometimes smaller banks like this one might not be the first result. If you see it, great, select it. If not, don't panic. We'll troubleshoot that in a sec. Once you've selected Community State Bank, Plaid will ask for your login credentials. This is where you enter your online banking username and password for csbtx.bank. Remember, Plaid uses bank-level encryption, so your info is secure. They don't store it, they just use it to verify and connect. Hit submit and Plaid will do its magic, pulling in your account details like checking, savings, whatever you have. But wait, what if two-factor authentication kicks in? csbtx might send a code to your phone or email. Just enter that when prompted. It's a good sign. It means your bank is on top of security. After that, you'll usually get to choose which specific accounts to link. Pick the ones you want, confirm, and you're done. The app should now show your balance or let you make transfers seamlessly. Okay, that sounds straightforward, but let's make this viral-worthy by sharing some real-talk tips. I've linked banks to Plaid a bunch of times, and let me tell you, the first time I tried with a small local bank, it was a comedy of errors. I typed the name wrong, got frustrated, and ended up calling support. Lesson learned. Always have your bank's app or website open in another tab for reference. For csbtx specifically, their site is https://www.csbtx.bank/. Bookmark that. Log in there first to make sure your credentials are correct and that online banking is enabled. Speaking of troubleshooting, what if Plaid says bank not found or connection error? Happens more than you'd think with regional banks. First, check Plaid's status page or their support site to see if there's an outage. If not, try searching again with exact spelling. Community State Bank has a few locations in Texas, so specify Texas if needed. Still no luck? You might need to contact csbtx directly. Give them a call at their support number, it's on their website, and ask if they support Plaid integrations. A lot of banks partner with Plaid, but sometimes it takes a nudge. If you're tech savvy and this is for an app you're building, adding csbtx to Plaid as a developer is a bit different. You'd sign up for a Plaid developer account at plaid.com, get your API keys, and use their sandbox to test. Then, in your code, when a user searches for banks, Plaid's API handles the lookup. But to ensure csbtx is supported, check Plaid's institution search endpoint. It's all documented in their API docs. Pro tip: use webhooks for real-time updates once connected. Now, let's stretch this out because I promised a deep dive. Why go through all this? Well, in today's world, linking your bank via Plaid can save you hours. Imagine automating your savings. Every paycheck, a chunk goes to your investment app without you lifting a finger, or getting instant loan approvals because Plaid verifies your income in seconds. For businesses, if you're using csbtx for your company account, Plaid can integrate with accounting software like QuickBooks, making payroll a breeze. Let me share a story to keep it engaging. A buddy of mine runs a small business in Texas and banks with csbtx. He wanted to use Stripe for payments, which relies on Plaid. At first, he couldn't find the bank in the list. Turned out he was using an outdated app version. Updated it, searched again, and voila, connected in minutes. Now his invoices get paid faster and he's not chasing checks. Morale. Keep your apps updated. Diving deeper into security, because I know that's on everyone's mind. Plaid is compliant with all the big standards like SOC 2, and they use OAuth where possible. For csbtx, since it's a community bank, they might have their own protocols, but together, it's solid. Never share your passwords outside of trusted interfaces, and enable notifications for any account activity. If you're wondering about fees, Plaid itself doesn't charge users. It's free for linking. Any costs come from the app you're using. csbtx might have their own policies, but generally this is all seamless. Let's talk alternatives if Plaid isn't working. Some banks have direct APIs, or you could use something like Yodlee, but Plaid is the gold standard for most apps. For csbtx specifically, check their website for any partnered services. Wrapping up the basics, but since this is a 10-minute guide, let's add some advanced tips. If you're linking multiple accounts, label them clearly in the app to avoid confusion. Test a small transfer first to ensure everything works. And if you're on mobile, use Wi-Fi for stability. Don't risk a dropped connection mid-link. For developers listening, integrating Plaid means handling errors gracefully. Use their /item/get endpoint to fetch account details post-link, and always test in sandbox mode with fake credentials. One more story. I once helped my grandma link her bank to a budgeting app. She was skeptical, but after seeing her expenses categorized automatically, she was hooked. If she can do it, so can you. All right, folks, that's your comprehensive guide to adding https://www.csbtx.bank to Plaid. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more tech tips, and share with a friend who's always complaining about banking hassles. Drop your questions in the comments. Have you linked csbtx before? Any hiccups? Let's discuss. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Continuing to expand for length. Now, let's imagine you're new to all this. What if you've never used online banking? Head to csbtx.bank and sign up for their digital services. It's usually quick. Upload ID, answer some questions, and you're set. Once that's done, Plaid integration is a breeze. Why Texas banks like csbtx? They're community-focused, often with better rates and personal service. Pairing that with Plaid's tech is a win-win. Potential issues. If Plaid asks for micro-deposits to verify, that's normal. They'll send 2 small amounts to your account. Enter them back in the app to confirm. Privacy note. Plaid only accesses what you allow, like transactions or balances. You can revoke access anytime through the app or Plaid's dashboard. For international users, Plaid is mostly US-focused, so if you're outside, Check if csbtx supports your location. Business accounts. Same process, but ensure your business credentials are ready. App-specific quirks. In Venmo, it's under Settings Payment Methods. In Robinhood, it's during funding. Common errors: invalid credentials. Double-check typing. Bank not supported. Contact both parties. Success stories. Users report faster tax prep with Plaid-linked accounts as it pulls in financial data automatically. Future of banking. With Plaid, we're moving toward open banking, where your data is yours to control. If this video goes viral, it's because you shared it. Tell me in comments what other tutorials you want. Extending further, let's role-play a scenario. You're in the app. Search Community State Bank Texas. Select it. Enter username, say your email and password. Code comes via text. Enter it. Choose checking account. Done. Benefits: real-time transaction tracking, automated savings goals, even crypto investments if the app supports. Downsides: rare, but if connection drops, relink, it happens. Compared to manual entry, Plaid is way faster and safer than typing routing numbers. csbtx fun fact: they're based in Texas with a focus on local communities. Support small banks. Wrapping up for real, you've got this. Go add that bank, streamline your finances, and live your best life. Peace out.